Okay, guys, this match is pretty crazy epic. Enjoy first, and then we'll enjoy this epic Sword versus Haven match, and we're gonna cast it in and with pauses after. This is rotation format, Eternal Awakening. This is after the mini expansion. And wow, this match is pretty crazy.
過ちのその先へどうぞお覚悟を。
この重厚なる盾を見よ。お時間いただき恐縮です。
信じています。奇跡神託、人に幻影。
開く。つわものです。
笑顔に勝る薬なし。
祈りは届く。
笑顔はただじゃない。
良き末路傍の石転がる草、それがお前よ。あがいてみせる。
我が忠誠は鋼のごとし。活路を開く。砕かれるとは。活路を開く。この重厚なる盾を見よ。
これで決めます。
僕はみんなを救うんだ。なんだと。
この商談を戦場に
正しく盗みます。
いい。
覚悟はいいですか。
この奇跡に幕引きを。
サバよ、懐かしき故郷よ。あっぱれあっぱれ。
お祈りは健康的に。私の祈りを込めました。姿勢は正しく。
いいでしょ
う。止めてみせます。祈りの数だけ
う。大満足。
戦場よ、懐かしき故郷よ。メイドの土産だ。殺境。懐かしき故郷よ。品は確かに。
きらめく白銀がみんなを導きます。
天聖剣、 最終奥義支援ミルエスパーダ。
諦めません。世界の輝きを。
面白い殺狂乱実施。
俺は負けられないから。
天聖剣奥義ディエスミルエスパーダ。我が手のひらよ創世は来たら。世界は行動上り我今来たり。
祈りは届く。
公正は無窮に輝く。
準備完了よ。聖なる盾よ。きらめく白銀集いし勇気。終わらせます。踏み出す一歩を支えます。
沈みはせぬぞ。
やけ飲みしちゃうわよ。響いて私たちのハーモニー。
俺は負けられないから。
お祈りは健康的に。
泣いてない。
私の祈りを込めました。姿勢は正しく。
いいでしょ
止めてみせます。祈りの数だけ腹筋を。旋律は水分補給です。路傍の石転がる草。
作
それがお前
戦開始。
あがいてみせろ。響いて私たちのハーモニー。
俺は負けられないから。
天聖剣最終奥義支援ミルエスパーダ。これで
ならばこの力で。ならばこの力で。お見事ですね。お祈りは健康的に。私の祈りを込めました。ありえんにゃ。そんなありえんにゃ。水分補給です。お見事です。
Wow. Wow. We're gonna watch it again, and we're gonna commentate. Give me a second. We'll be right live on it.
過ちのその先へ。どうぞお覚悟を。
Okay, we're back in. This is epic. So we're looking at our opening hand. This game was hyped. I was just working at it, and wow. So our opening hand, we definitely want to see Unicorn altar early. We kept major prayers so we can get the draw to find our 4 play point altar. Going second in this matchup seems to be a good idea because it's very evil hungry. We see him putting on an early board. We have to contest. We considered keeping IO. We're very happy to see Holy Saint. We actually kept major prayers to keep Holy Saint, get the ping off, just contest the board because they can get too far ahead of board, and we really need to buy our time to develop Holy Sanctuary as a value engine. We have a couple plays here. We could Jewel Brilliance for another Unicorn altar, but it's just it might whiff and get a Holy Saint number 2, and that's bad. And that's very play point inefficient, so we decided to go for the safer route, just use the mana while we can. We're not under dramatic pressure, just putting Ramile. This was a weak turn for us because we didn't have the best follow-up. We're happy to see Smile Care Priest because we wanted to bring the healing effect on Smile Care. Getting the Jewel, and that's perfect. That's very play point efficient. It's setting up the board, and you want your Unicorn altars out as early as possible because they lock your board up. He starts. This was a very slow turn on his part. No evolution. I think that might have been a mistake. But at the same time, he doesn't want to get sniped by that. So we play our Smile Care. Now we can have our snipes. Every time we heal, Holy Sanctuary triggers off. If you heal once, you deal 3 damage. Heal twice, you get a Tiger. Heal 3 times, you get a Ward. This is a very powerful card. I learned to see this personally, not just taking out 3 cards easily, didn't take any damage. This is our turn to Grand Resolve. We're both drawing through our decks very fast, which is this match was a very, very fair match for us. So we actually did this to develop our triple heal. So now we have the Ward and Spell immunity. Grand Resolve, going for the snipe, so Spell immunity was relevant here. If didn't heal, if I didn't actually heal that, he would not have to trade here, because that would be a dead Unicorn. So, it turned out to be a good choice. We want to develop our second altar so we can start machine gun pinging, and this is a slow turn. This was a questionable one. We actually played the Unicorn because we just thought, look, we better play stuff while we can. Like, if we're ahead on board, it's better than we're behind on board. And we're stalling to turn 10 for his anyway. Like, this Swordcraft deck is carrying so many high-value legendary cards. It's ridiculous. Reduce damage from effects to 0. Evolves for free. This is a 4-cost card. And it gives you this 8-point card that is called Extreminous Weapon. This thing's pretty... I thought that thing was good. He actually plays that, just suicides it, because he wants to get it back. This card is kind of painful to deal with because it eats our pings easily, and it seems like we have to actually evolve to get rid of it. And because I don't know the matchup as well, I don't know how much damage they can leave with hand. Healing like this is... That was actually unnecessary, by the way. That was completely unnecessary. I just realized we just wasted a heal. We wasted a heal. We held on because we had a 3rd heal ping coming up. So that's totally it. This card is getting plus 5%. This card's pretty crazy. The Blade is basically saying discounting all the cards in his hand by 5. So he starts playing lots of cards for very cheap. So far we haven't taken much tip damage. He's at 23 cards in deck, 22. Draw 2 Swordcraft followers. Pretty effective, I'm not gonna lie. This card was the problem. Like, this card is the scariest. Stefan. Put a random card with Enhance or Spell, or until he draws a card. Spell. Evolve all unevolved allied Swordcraft followers. Evolve effects will not activate for them. Gain the following effect. Reduce damage to the follower, can't be destroyed by effect. I might need to board and vanish just to... This card was very painful. This card is like a problem. So that green shield, it can't be destroyed. I don't know why he didn't... Okay. I'm looking at this and I'm not exactly sure why he didn't attack. I think the reason he didn't attack... This might have been misplay on his part. I think the reason he didn't attack is because I'm generating tigers very easily. So I'm theoretically trying to get rid of my tigers. We have good answers. We have board clear, we can push damage. I think we choose to push damage here. Oh, so we just deal 6 damage to the board completely. We're happy to see Raw. And we're looking, also, we're digging really deep in our deck, and that was kind of a risky play because we only have 1 Zelgenia left in our deck, and if we don't hit turn 10 with the Zelgenia, we're going to lose one of our win conditions. So we actually do not want to draw our 3rd copy of Zelgenia. Putting the pressure like this was actually very interesting choice. I've definitely put him on a clock. I thought he was dead. I thought he was gone at this stage because I was like, okay, if he answers my board, Zelgenia pops, assuming I don't draw it. And Raw is online as well. Then he's playing some crazy cards. So he just played this card. This card, subtract 5, cost from all followers in hand. So it actually subtract 5 from his hand and 5 from his deck. So his deck and his hand are now discounted 5. When this attacks, it just destroys the enemy follower. He's trying to clear. Oh, he's trying to. Okay, he left some of these guards up because he wanted to run things in. I think he wanted to run suicide things in. This was interesting. Luminera Omega. I didn't have a chance to even read what this was doing. If this card is fused with at least 1 card, remove all effects on enemy followers except changes for attack and defense. So he removes ward. Draw a card. Last words. If this card is fused with at least 1 card, all allies gain the following effect. You can't take more than 4 damage at a time. I don't know if this is permanent. Let's see. So he gives himself. So he just evolved everything free. This one, lucky for me, didn't seem to hit his. He played this too early by 1 turn, because I think he could have hanged on in there a little bit if he kept Stephon. I don't think he should have evolved here. I think he should have held on because he has 5 play points. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at it and I realize. Alternately, what he could have done was he could have evolved this, because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, oh, he could have the green shield protecting that was a real pain in the butt for me. So he trades it in to 7. And now I was a little confused about how this hero is working. So he has Arthur. So if there are no allied Mordred's summit, rally 10. Give your follower effect. The next time your follower leader takes damage, reduce that damage to 0. I see. So it's a combo. So basically, this card, Luminera Omega, gives him the ability to take. He can only take 4 damage at a time, permanent. Now, so Arthur, I didn't read this. It was basically saying next time your leader takes damage, reduce to 0. So I have to kill the Arthur. But then the Arthur. And we have to be careful. When this dies, it deals 4 damage to us. So we're thinking, okay, this is the critical turn. Zelgenia came out for free. We didn't draw it. Very good. Zelgenia attacking deals 4 damage to everything. And I guess I didn't understand it. I think I had more control of this matchup than I realized. We want to develop Raw, because Raw will actually start pinging him down as well. So we do that. More Wall. I think we evolve here. And the reason why we evolve here is because we want Resolve of the Fallen to hit 5 evolves. And I think I'm going to put more Resolve of the Fallen in the deck. Resolve of the Fallen, if you've evolved 5 times, you draw 2 cards. And it only costs 2 mana. 1 mana. So 1 mana draw 2 cards. So we just got a quick removal spell. So actually this was a lethal. I didn't understand this matchup. I have Major Prayers because he only can take. If I remove the Arthur shield with the Major Prayers, Major Prayers would remove the shield and put him at 4, and he would be dead. So we actually have lethal. We didn't understand the match again, so we chose to heal. But we put our shield up on Holy Guardian, so I think he takes 0 damage. He's at 1. He's at 15 cards left in deck. Enhance, evolve for 3. Then he heals. And this healed at least 1 follow revolve gain ward, 3 revolve gain recovery. So this card is a negative. This is a positive card because it has 0 cost, discounted to 0. So it's a 0 cost card that gives him 5 mana back. And if he has 7 evolved 7 times, he can draw cards until there's 7 cards in hand. Wow. This is a very powerful card. So he's rallied 24. He's evolved 15 times. He's evolved 15 times to my 5. He's evolved 3 times more than me. It's impressive. So he heals you, it draws you cards, it gives you mana back, and it can guard your face. Wow. Impressive. So he puts Arthur again to put him in Space Shield. Luminaire. Oh, pause. I think this is a permanent effect on all the followers. So now he blocks the next instance of damage with Arthur, and then he can only take 4 damage at a time. So we still have lethal. We have lethal because we have Major Prayer's attack, and its turn, Ra would have dealt 6 damage, Zelgenia would have done 10. So he would have taken 8 damage. So you use Major Prayers, drop him to shield. Major Prayers also puts him to 5, and then he takes 8 damage. So you go to -3. This is why you read your cards. When we thought we were in a very bad position defending ourselves, we were in a dominant position. I guess things are not what they seem. That was a misplay. Attacking there was a misplay. I could have kept my unit alive. Heals again. But now he's actually almost out of lethal. How many Arthurs does he have in his deck? What? Is anyone wondering how many Arthurs this guy has in his deck? Like, Kekabi is like more than 3. Okay, so this is the turn. We realized Major Prayers was our only out. Because we were looking at our options, we were just thinking, there's nothing we can do. They can only take 4 damage. So I didn't even read the abilities. Take the face shield down. Now the face shield's off. He's gonna take 4 damage on Zelgenia, 4 damage on the Ra. Thank you, God, for the win, and I'm glad to have analyzed that because I didn't realize that was matchup books. Alright, take care. Bye.